Friday baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Detroit Tigers and the Oakland A's. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Sean Manaea, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, Dero? It hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here. They'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game. New team comes in. New problems. New opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
So coming to the plate, Jordy Mercer. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire. Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Striding in, Miguel Cabrera. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title.
Yeah, Dan, this guy is an absolute beast at the plate right now. He's in line for the batting title, and he has an eye for days leading in on-base percentage.
You know, that's one of the keys to being a good offensive player. You're going to get your hits, but finding a way to get on base, and this guy can do both. That's why he's one of the top players in the league.
I'm set with the 0-1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. First offering on its way. Fouled away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mercer is off at first with 2 away. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. It's the Tigers nothing. A's coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Michael Fulmer gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
So striding in, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 0-1 too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one fresh off a victory last time out that ended a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, 2 hits in 7 tries. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Another full count offering on its way. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken up in the zone.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
A runner at first with no outs here. And low. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 fouled off. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Here it comes, 2-0. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. None out, runners at first and second. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So striding forward now, Matt Olson. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's hitless in 6 tries. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Now
putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Let's see where they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot. and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again, fear of bases being loaded, or he's willing to break something off.
Stewart is there. Let's see if they try it. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's slugging over .550 on the season. A lot of home runs, a lot of doubles. That's elite power. That's elite slugger territory. Not a lot of guys in the game get to that territory, even some of the really good ones.
Coming to the plate now, Kendrys Morales. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Into the box now, Nico Goodrum, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Nico Goodrum.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And here's a slider for a called strike. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Now another 2-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Now a swing and a fly ball. Heading after it is Piscotty, and no one will track it down. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, he had him dead to rights at 0-2. Instead of making him chase a pitch and waste a pitch or two, he served one up and paid for it dearly. That is one tough pill to swallow.
Batting it.
Into the box, Dustin Peterson.
Dustin.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now. 3-2. He'll try it again. 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But the Tigers hit the board first on the strength of this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Detroit. Here's Robbie Grossman coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. He's hitless in 6 tries.
Robbie Grossman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Ball 1. Grossman, once a Minnesota Twin. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Barreto.
Into the box now, Franklin Barreto. First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Grounded back up the middle. The tag gets one, and he'll get in there safely. Now at the plate, Sheldon Ness. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. Barreto leads off first with one away. And it's 1-1. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Barreto's on the move from first. That's a strike to throw down, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jacoby Jones. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That's by him for strike one. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Grossman has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Next up for Detroit, Josh Harrison. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And a ball, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Harrison in front, 3 balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
The 3-2 pitch. Hops this one up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The numbers, 282 to start play, a dozen home runs, 39 driven in. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
A little low. It's 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. But they lead it 1-0.
The Athletics due to hit here in the third. They're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi.
Leading
Thanks.
off for the A's, the catcher.
Leading off the inning, Sean Murphy. And they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat. Right there for strike one.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Line to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Now batting, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
So digging in now, Marcus Semien reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. And he takes a called strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Murphy gets his lead at first, nobody out. Here he comes again, 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Chad Pinder, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 5 homers and the RBI count at 35. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. First and second here with nobody out. Strike called, 2-1. The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
2-2.
The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Harrison's got it. Barehanded for one. To Cabrera to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
In now, Stephen Piscotty, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Piscotty carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 0-1 offering. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there, but man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat, it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One 1-0 count. Here it is. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Left side, but well fouled. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Flying toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Piscotty is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here's Kendrys Morales, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. The set and the 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Line drive to left. Stewart will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Olsen in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Now a swing, and Cabrera blasts this one out to deep left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot off the bat of Miguel Cabrera. 1 away now, as that's career home run number 499, as the Tigers have knotted things up at 2 apiece.
Now batting.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, the designated hitter, Nico Goodrum.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nico Goodrum. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Olsen takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The catcher, number 17, Grayson Griner.
Digging in, Grayson Grenier looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Here's a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Into the corner and slicing foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But the Tigers do strike for 1 on the solo home run by Miguel Cabrera. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Robbie Grossman. He drew a walk his first time up.
The left fielder, Robbie Grossman.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Pitch on the way. Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Franklin Barreto will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Harrison has it. And there's one down now.
The batter.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-1 to Franklin Barreto.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones moves over, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Sheldon Ness.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Sheldon Ness. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Two out, nobody on. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Sheldon Ness has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box now, Sean Murphy, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a slider that misses below the zone. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for Oakland. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Now at the plate, Jeimer Candelario. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 13, Dustin Peterson.
Now in the box, Dustin Peterson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
The 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. 3-2.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Dustin Peterson becomes the second out here in inning number 5.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible, and if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Josh Harrison stands in. Pops this one up. Olsen in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Barreto will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1 left for Detroit. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Marcus Semien. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning.
Semien.
First pitch on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
1-1.
2 balls and a strike. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
He's set, and the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Simeon stands at second with no outs. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Hard hit to the left side, and Mercer there to take it in. And that's a loud out, number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Digging in, Stephen Piscotty. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
In there, strike 1. Hit hard to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt.
Runners on the corners now with 1 man gone. And that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left, but a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Bounce towards the mound. There's 1.
Out.
Throw to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are tied 2-2. Stepping into the box, Jordy Mercer. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jordy Mercer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And this misses as it moves to 2-0 now on the Tigers shortstop. 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Now batting, number 14.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kristen Stewart. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him. You know, usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Pulled toward right center field. Piscotty's on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Nico Goodrum. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Mercer, the runner at first with 2 gone. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Tigers leave 1. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Victor Alcantara enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 58, Victor Alcantara.
Digging in once again, Kendrys Morales. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning.
Morales.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And that's out number 1.
Oh, Oh, man,
Now
you can't
batting,
hit a ball
left
any
fielder,
harder than that. I mean, this
Robbie.
ball gets on him in a heartbeat.
Grossman.
Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Ready for another shot now, Robbie Grossman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. One out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Mercer. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Franklin Barreto.
Striding in once again, Franklin Barreto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. A's are gone and ordered. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Joaquin Soria will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 48, Joaquin Soria.
Ready for another chance? Grayson Greenier. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the concrete staircases and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Tigers have taken a 3-2 lead.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Stepping in now, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ball and a strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. Olsen is right there. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder, Dustin Peterson.
Standing in, Dustin Peterson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Line to the right side.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
The 2-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Piscotty on his horse. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Jacoby Jones.
So stepping in, Jacoby Jones. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch on its way. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
A nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-2 Detroit. Leading off the inning, Sheldon Ness, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Here's the 1-1. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Mercer is there. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
now batting, catcher, John Murphy.
Striding in for Oakland, Sean Murphy. First delivery to him on the way. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Up next,
boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 misses down below the knees. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Hit in the air out to right. Peterson has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're down 3-2. Yusmeiro Petit has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
At the plate, Josh Harrison. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 2 for 4.
Harrison.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Petit is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
In now, Jordy Mercer, and he fouls this one off. A couple of walks for him thus far. The 0-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Cabrera. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And Cabrera's not going to get a chance to swing it here if they'll just give him first on the intentional walk.
The batter, number 14.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kristen Stewart. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here comes the first pitch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game. Not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hit down the third baseline. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Now batting.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
J.B. Wendelken will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A ball and a strike now. Fouled away. Cabrera over at second. Stewart at first, 1 gone. The 1-2. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Here's the 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Two men are on with two men out.
Nope. Foul ball.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Tigers get just the one. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. It's the Tigers 4 and the A's 2. Eduardo Jimenez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Stepping up now, Chad Pinder. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Skied into straightaway right. Peterson is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Strike taken up in the zone.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
2-2.
Well hit to right.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
The 2-2 one more time. A bouncer to the left side. Candelario over to his left. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Settling in now, Matt Olson. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the switch-hitting power bat of Kendrys Morales. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses ball 1. Now the 1-0. Is taken below the zone for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
That's
3-1.
Count is 3-1.
Bouncer up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AD with runners in scoring position.
Joe Jimenez trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Jimenez.
Mark Hanna will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Now running at first for the Athletics, number 20, Mark Hanna.
In now, Robbie Grossman. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. Still down by a count of 4-2. Wang enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Jeimer Candelario will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Candelario.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Rocket to third. Thought this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Dustin Peterson.
Digging in now, Dustin Peterson, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Now a curveball misses inside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Jacoby Jones, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes, 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Stepping in now, Josh Harrison, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Peterson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. count now at 2-2. In the air out to straightaway left. Grossman sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for Detroit as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Shane Green
please.
enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 61, Shane Green.
Striding in to start the ninth, Franklin Barreto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
He's set and the pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Peterson is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Now batting, third baseman, Sheldon Ness.
Digging in, Sheldon Ness. First offering on its way. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home is taken, strike one. The 1-1 is a sinker that catches the zone. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Now to the plate, Sean Murphy. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Chris Herman will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 5, Chris Herman.
In there, and it's 0-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Swings through it for strike number 2. Herman playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Mercer backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Marcus Semien. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Ness is off at first with 2 away. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Ness rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double to drive in another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Into the box, Chad Pinder, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And hold everything, folks, as this is going to tie the ball game.
Late inning problems have doomed this team all season. It's a hallmark of a losing club, not being able to hold a lead. And here's another example of the bullpen serving up the tying run here in the late innings.
Standing in now, Stephen Piscotty, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Piscotty is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Hit in the air out to left. Stewart is there. He makes the catch, and the winning run is left stranded. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 4-4. Chris Herman will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
For the Athletics. Now catching, number 5.
Liam Hendricks takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 16, Liam Hendricks.
At the plate, Jordy Mercer. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Piscotty is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
High in the air out to center field. Pinder is over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 14.
Digging in and looking for more, Kristen Stewart. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball well outside.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
A ball and a strike. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. And he misses again. Ball 3. Nico Goodrum would be next. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simeon's there. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. Still all square at 4 apiece. Tyson Ross comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Tyson Ross.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. It was a walk in his last trip.
Matt Olson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Harrison. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mark Canha.
Now the A's designated hitter, Mark Canha. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
In now, Robbie Grossman. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only one away.
Second baseman, Franklin Barreto.
Striding into the box, Franklin Barreto. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Stewart facing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Kenna is digging for home, and it's celebration time as the A's are going to walk off with a win.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he just made himself a really tough out here. Picked up 3 hits. 2 of them were doubles, so he was a real factor every time he stepped to the plate.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Liam Hendricks gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 5 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out west in the American League, the A's amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 5-4. In the standings, the A's sit in second place in the American League West, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. While the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Chicago White Sox held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-1. As of right now, the White Sox are in third place in the AL Central, 19 games out of first, while the Angels are in third place in the AL West, 18 games out of first. The Texas Rangers combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-2. Heading into the day, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Rangers are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Houston Astros launched 3 home runs as they nabbed the extra innings win over the Mariners 3-2. As of today, the Astros sit in first place in the American League West Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Mariners are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. David Price got his 16th win this year, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 5-4. He is among the AL leaders in wins. At the start of the day, the Red Sox are atop the American League East Division, 3.5 games ahead of second. And the Yankees are second in the division. They're 3.5 games back. The Toronto Blue Jays got 11 hits overall as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-1. As of right now, the Rays are in third place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Blue Jays are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Carlos Carrasco tossed a dominating complete game shutout, helping the Indians to the win over the Twins 5-0. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. In the standings, the Twins are in second place in the AL Central. They're 18.5 games out of first. And the Indians are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Nationals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 11-0. As of today, the Braves are in fourth place in the NL East. They're 17.5 games out of first, while the Nationals are second in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Kansas City Royals put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Fish in Miami 10-7. Entering the day's action, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Royals are in fourth place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Phillies combined for 10 hits as a team as they manhandled the Mets 10-3. Heading into the day, the Mets sit in third place in the National League East Division. They're 13.5 out of first place, while the Phillies are atop the division, 6 games up on second place. The Arizona Diamondbacks went deep 4 times as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 9-7. As of right now, the Reds are in second place in the NL Central, 12 games behind first place, while the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Cubs totaled 13 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-2. In the standings, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central, 18 games out of first, and the Cubs are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-4. Entering the day's action, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Cardinals are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Kenley Jansen earned his 4th win out of the bullpen as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 2-1. Heading into the day, the Dodgers sit in second place in the National League West Division, 2.5 games out of first. And the Giants are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Colorado Rockies sent 3 balls into the seats as they made short work of the Padres 11-3. As of right now, the Padres sit in 4th place in the National League West, 16 games out of first. And the Rockies are atop the division. They own a 2.5 game advantage. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.